Team Carp Basics.
Come on, boys.
This is part one, vlog one, of Joff and Kyle's diary at Mousehole.
I'd come back 2 days later on a quick overnight. Managed another nice scaly one.
Mr. Spavins, what is that in your bivvy?
What we on about first? Completely off subject and going back to fishing.
Why?
Because not the biggest of the session.
Morning catch up. We missed the evening catch up because it was so cold and nothing had happened. On the right spot, literally setting up, second rod out, and it's away. What a cheese. Keep working it. This is part one, vlog one, of Joff and Kyle's diary at Mousehole.
Winter series.
Winter series.
And it started well.
5 fish, just over 24 hours. Probably not going to stay as long as we wanted to stay, but I think we completed it for now.
For what we've caught for the amount of time we've been here, you can't ask for more. Some cracking fish out, some cracking looking fish.
Some funny runs.
Some finicky takes. Love to try and get some of them on camera just to show how they're actually taken, and 9 times out of 10 most people won't even hit what we're hitting.
Single beat, a little rod tip movement,
and then it's gone. You'd almost dismiss it as a bit of a liner, but it just shows how finicky they can be in the winter, and it shows paying attention to your rods and watching them. And as I said, if you weren't watching the rods, I wouldn't have hit that. If I was away and I weren't looking at them, potentially may have lost that fish. It might not have hooked into it.
Something weird as well, Kyle actually cast it.
Yeah.
Cast a single into the abyss. Actually, a really good, I say really good cast, if not lucky cast. It was slam up tight to the island.
All skill. No, just a different tactic. Wanted to fish a single just on its own, no bait. Old school winter tactic, and it paid off within probably about an hour being out there.
I mean, just quickly, what we've done bait wise, I've pretty much stuck to our bait that's currently on sale. So I've had 2 bites on the yellow pop-up, 15mm. The other one was on a pink tipper. Now that's one of the new test fluoros that we're testing to come out for next year's winter range. Now Kyle's been testing them throughout the winter. A few other people in the team have been lucky to have a test on them. They are doing really well. It's something we plan for next year because we want to put them through a winter test now, so we're 100% confident when they do come out for you guys, then they will work. So stand by. Over the next few vlogs we'll show off what we're planning on bringing out. So but that's just a little tip. If you see us on the bank, you're lucky enough to come over and see us, then ask us. I'm sure we'll spare a few and see how well you guys can do on
Definitely.
There's plenty on the lake that have already had a few anyway. So also, don't be shy. A few people on the bank have said that it was a bit embarrassed to come around and speak to us. If you see me on car on the bank, come around and see us. We're 100% talk to you. We love talking, chatting to people, talking about fishing, the bait and everything else. So please feel free and come around and see us.
Definitely.
There you go. For now, we'll leave it there. If we have any more fish, we'll let you know.
See what we can do.
That's the second one of the night, or early morning this morning. Falling to the all nut on an 18mm all nut, tipped off with a pink 12mm. There it is, £20 common, caught on a yellow all nut pop up, 15mm, just fished tight to an island. The fish are still coming out in shallow water, 2.5 foot to 3 foot. The deeper water one still hasn't gone, but it's still time.
Caught on the new fluoro, trying them out.
New test bait for next year.
Test bait for next year, and they are doing really well. Alright, here we go again. Not the biggest of the session, but fluoro yellow on a single, just pulling bites out. So clearly something in it is working. See if we can get another one. Look, I'm out here. Look, the fish is out here, but
I'm wrapped around the tree, but the bailiff, and make sure it is always the bailiff. They're always here to help.
I'm off. It's off, Rod. Nice, mate. Fish number 3. It's fallen to the fluoro walnut again. This time slight change in tactic. Gone to casting. Tight up to the island. It's been a while since I've cast. Just a fluoro single on its own. But look, it's doing the damage. Fish number 2 within 2 hours. So it's definitely something in it. We're going to get the rod straight back out and see if we get another one. Same tactic. Here we go. Bosh.
Right, so we're back at Mousehole. This is part 2 for vlog 1. A little recap on what happened in the last session. So we finished the session on 6 fish.
6 fish
in the last one.
3 each, done well, considering the temperatures, the conditions.
Yep.
Yeah, it was all round a good session really.
Since then, you've come back.
I'd come back 2 days later on a quick overnight. Managed another nice scaly one, mid-20. That was, say, a week ago now. We're back again for another 24 hours.
So you follow us on Instagram and stuff, you'll see that picture that's been posted up since that anyway. If we can, we'll squeeze it in the vlog. But we're back for the part 2 of that. I mean, since then, I did come down for a day session. It was a bit stupid. It was -6. The lake wasn't frozen. I was pretty much the only person on the lake. It was either stupid or clever. I'm going to go with stupid. I didn't catch anything.
So
I did get cold.
You never know though, you never know.
You never know, there was an opportunity,
There's always
you never
opportunity.
know. I didn't go to work, it was a day spare, so why not go on the bank? So, but that's where we've sort of left it, but we're back in now, planning to do a 36, but we'll see how we go. We have got someone else with us, our cameraman James. Although we're doing a vlog, he's come for a social with us, so he's given us a few tips and pointers. Hopefully this second part of the vlog is going to be better than what we've done in the first part. But bear with us, it's the first time that myself and Kyle have actually had a camera to hand to do it all ourselves, so it's not going to be as great as what James can do. But
we're trying.
We're trying, but James has got to edit all this together and he's just sitting there smiling at us now. So, so far this morning, we've done our usual meeting and greeting everyone around the lake, had a chat with everyone, we've had breakfast in the cafe, taken about 6 hours to get the rods out.
Pulled an iceberg in.
Yeah, pulled an iceberg in, yeah. So we did have an iceberg of ice across the front of the swim, but Kyle kindly cast into it, and between the 3 of us we managed to break it up and freeze some water up. So
it's looking good now though, sun's out, temperature's climbing slowly.
Yeah.
I feel confident for a bite between one of us. I do feel confident.
We've had plenty of liners, don't know what that is, could be small fish, could be anything to be honest, but
it's a confidence boost.
Yeah,
that's what that is.
There's something happening out
there. Something out there.
So what are you doing in the session bait wise? What's your...
Sticking to what I'd done in the previous session, which is still going with the test fluoros. So much confidence in them. I won't change the winter, I'll probably see the winter out with them. And then I'm mixing it with ocean fruit and lobster crumb, just crumbing it up in the boat.
Yep.
Oh, there's the ducks on the...
There's the ducks, fingers water.
Right over the spot. Yeah, just crumbing it up in the boat and just dropping small parcels of it out. Winter taxes, I don't feel they need a lot of bait, just something to get them down on top of it and see if we can nick a bite.
So what Kyle's done in the last session, I'm doing exactly the same. I'm using 2 yellow all-nut 15mm pop-ups on the Ronnie with a little bit of lobster stick mix and sweet corn, and on my right hand rod is 15mm trimmed all-nut boilie, tipped off with a little bit of pink. That done me a bite in the last one as well, so not on the same spots. I've come into deeper water, so again we can use the bait boats. I've used the Echo Sounder. There seems to be a group of fish just on the back of the island in the 6 foot water, so I'll put 2 rods on that and we'll see what happens with that. I don't know, we've got a few hours of sunshine and daylight left. We'll see if we can nick a bite. What are you doing, James?
Yeah, heat.
Cooking your toast or keeping warm? Mr. Spaffins, what is that in your bivvy?
What we on about first?
Look at that.
That is Hollow 13, I call it.
Yeah.
Sent straight from Elon.
So you're not getting cold tonight then?
No. Party in here, boys.
Morning catch-up. We missed the evening catch-up because it was so cold and nothing had happened. So we thought we'd give you a morning catch-up. So, what's happened? What's happened, Kyle, overnight?
It got cold. Well, I was warm.
You was very warm.
You guys got cold. But lake froze, quite a few sections. Yeah, not using it as an excuse, but I think it may have turned the fish off last night.
I think it definitely has. I mean, they were saying it was hovering around 0, then it was going to minuses, around -2, -3. It definitely was that.
Oh, we definitely went to -3.
Yeah, every bit of that was -3.
Everything's frozen, solid frozen.
All the equipment's frozen, the lake's frozen.
Guy's smashing his lines out the water, can't get them out down now. Yes, it's pretty frozen down now.
But this is winter fishing, right?
This is winter fishing. Listen, there's always a chance of catching one. We're all right at the minute. We're not frozen under our tips at the minute, but it's frozen out in front of us.
But we are alive, and thanks to Kyle and his mega heater. I'll pan round in a minute and show you a shot of what my bivvy looks like and what Kyle's bivvy looks like. You wouldn't believe it's winter in his bivvy, but it is everywhere else on the lake. So, but again, in terms of the fishing, we had a few liners yesterday afternoon. You had a little liner this morning, I think, but
yeah.
We could have been the ice forming around your rods. I don't know, but fishing-wise, there's nothing to report.
I'm pretty sure to say nothing come out last night.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, but we'll find out this morning.
Yeah, we'll finish up here. We'll go off for breakfast. We'll find out, speak to the bailiff, see if anyone around the lake did have any fish. Like I say, we didn't think so. James, you're standing behind the camera, but you did have an aborted take.
Yep.
So he did have a little bit of action. And then he had to mess around in the early hours of this morning in -2 while we were sleeping. But again, that's about all the action that we can report. So we'll leave it there. We'll catch up after breakfast. So we're back, drawing to the end of the session. Kyle's actually packed up, he's got to head home, he's got to see his family. I'm going to give it another hour with James. The sun's up, we're hoping that top layer might just heat up, we might nick a quick bite. But if we don't, we'll be back within the next week or two to continue doing our winter vlog. So, what's really happened, Kyle, since we last spoke?
Got a bit more ice, got a little bit colder, thawed out a little bit. Weather's just against us this week. Against anyone fishing this week, it's tough fishing.
I think everyone woke up this morning with ice literally everywhere, didn't they?
Yeah, it was tough. Whoever's out fishing, fair play. If you caught, well done. It's not been easy here. It's been slow. Weather's affected it. But we're here. We're trying. And we will be back, carrying this vlog on our winter ticket and seeing what we can get out of it.
Yeah.
There's plenty to be had in here. And we're going to put the time in.
We made the most of our bait boats though. I mean, we had some slabs of ice that were the size of buses out there today. And we broke a bit of ice to get a rod out, which then meant it moves right down into James's swim and then he wiped all his rods out. So we used the bait boats. With joint effort, we managed to move the iceberg and it broke up. But it's been a bit like that all day, to be honest. Not much angling, definitely no signs of any fish.
No, I ain't seen one fish fizz show.
There's nothing to go on.
Nothing to go on.
We just have to come back and hope. Next week it looks like the weather's going to warm up a bit. We'll hopefully find a bit of time in between our busy schedule of work and other commitments, but we'll get back out, get back in these swims and continue the vlog we're doing. Hopefully bring you something, something decent.
100%. There's definitely fish to be caught in the next few weeks.
Exactly. Tactics wise, won't change.
Won't change. Listen, the tactics working here. There's no need to change. We was just up against the weather this weekend.
Yeah.
So yeah, going forward, we'll deploy the same tactics again. For me, it's the fishing the fluoros on the Ronnies with a little bit of crumb. And your stick mix.
Stick mix. I'm using the all nut yellows, which are always for sale anyway now. part of our range. They've done bites, as is the fluoros, just not in this cold session. I mean, the water, we put the bait boat out there and it was, what, 1 degree last night?
Yeah, 1 degree.
1 degree?
Yeah.
At the best today, it's got up to 4. Yeah, 2 fish all weekend have come out in the lake, so fair play to those guys that did nick a bite. And the punishment all the anglers have endured on this session, because it hasn't been great. So we're going to leave it there, and then
that's it.
We'll come back, part 3, next time. Keep working it. So we are back. This is part 3 of our winter vlog. Myself and Kyle. We haven't been for a few weeks now, just for work, weather,
Been a bit busy.
bookings, whatever it is. So we are nearly the end of February now, so our winter ticket's up. So we're trying to get our last session in. So we've dropped on, change of swims, we're in peg 2 and 3. Yeah, 36 hours, nothing to report so far, but we're here. The weather's changed a little bit, wind's up.
Yeah, got another 24 ahead of us.
Yep.
We ain't tactic wise, we ain't changed nothing. Still sticking to the same approach, what you see in the previous sessions. We know it works in here. We stick to it. We just hope it comes good for us. It's been fishing slow. Obviously, it's been netted.
Yep.
Don't know if that's affected it. I don't know. It's hard to say in it. It ain't been doing amazing fishing at the minute. It has been fishing slow.
Yep.
It is due to turn on. I just hope we catch it at the right time.
I think the last 24 hours we're here with a couple of friends and their friends. And one of the guys down the other end, he managed to pick up a 22-pound mirror
22 last night.
So Carl helped him, found a spot that he knew, helped him get it out there, put it out there. He's rewarded with that. New PB for him as well.
Yeah.
So
Bucket of water.
he's owed a bucket of water. So we'll probably add it on the end of this vlog and get a few pictures. But I said we've got 7 of us now. Another team member, Jack, he's turned up today in a spare swim to the left of us as well. So plenty of Carp Basics bait going out there. Hopefully the fish just switch on. Like I say, it's been tough. Not a lot's come out.
It's not a lot's come out. Even over the last 2-3 weeks here, the catch reports have been low.
Yeah.
They will due to turn on to a feed soon. Just got to catch it right.
But the last night it did get cold, although we don't feel it because you're mega heater.
It keeps us nice and toasty, mate.
And we're sharing a biv, so it's always nice for a social as well. But the weather has changed. We've had a frost the last couple of days, so water temperature's still holding up. It's about 8-9 degrees.
Yeah, sun's out. Sun's just come out.
So hopefully we'll have something to report. Again, like Kyle said, touching on tactics are the same. Still using the same tippers, the yellow, the pinks. Still using the red lobster
stick mix in it.
Stick mix. So there's nothing really to show you in different tactics. Just hope that we can bring a fish to you in this session and wrap the vlog up.
Fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed.
See you in a bit. Now we're video creators. Content creators. Videographers.
Oh, mate, got a lot. CV as long as my arm now.
Before you know it, everyone will want us to film them.
A bit of a face on YouTube now, mate.
I think James is probably going to ask us after watching all our skills. Well, just putting the mainline order in for us. When you come to Mousehole, you get tea brought to you every hour, on the hour.
Do you know what I'm thinking of doing? Completely off subject and going back to fishing.
Why?
Because
what did that for?
what do we were 12 o'clock? We've been past the 12 o'clock all nut period yet.
Yeah, we're on to the lobster.
They're on the lobster at the minute, mate.
Hang on, I've got it on the timer here. Yeah, lobster time now.
Yeah, half one, mate. They like the lobster down here at half one.
By the time you get the lobster out there, that'll be just about right for a 4 o'clock bite.
They're moving to oceans into darkness.
Yeah.
I might do it just for a few hours.
What a fish. 5 minutes on the right spot, literally setting up, second rod out, and it's away. Strange take, super slack lines, so I had a little indication, looked up, before I know it, bobbins away, and this is away. What a fish. When it popped up on the surface, I got the net straight under it, I weren't messing around. That's a new PB ghosty for me. Goes £29, we'll take that. last session of our vlog, so hopefully this is the start of things to come in the next 24 hours.
What a cheese!
The finish to the winter vlog. Myself and Kyle, Mousehole. We've done 3 sessions, this being the 4th short session. It's been a tough winter down here. The rewards have been good. Kyle's had a 30. I've had the £29 ghosty, which is absolutely monumental fish for me.
Unreal fish.
And it's been a great way to finish. But in between that, we've had our social, we've had a netting program on here, we've had -6 conditions, we've had wind, rain,
Snow.
It's been
Literally every condition possible. It has fished tough, but we have been rewarded for our time put down here.
definitely have. Definitely have.
It just shows the bait's worked all year round for us. Just gone through this winter session and it's done well.
It has. I mean, the one thing we say, we started off on the all nut, which done lots of bites. I've personally finished on the Ocean's Fruit with my last 2 bites, and they really have zoned in and tuned in to the Ocean's Fruit. The lobster stick mix has been added to nearly everything we've done, which again has done bites non-stop. So yeah, that's the last one of this session, last one of the vlog. We'll sign off with that. It's been an epic couple of months.
It's been tough, but it's been fun.
That's been fun. And we'll move on to whatever we do next, the spring vlog, which probably starts next week. So stay tuned. I just want to say thanks to everyone that watches. Please subscribe to the channel, and a special mention to a guy that's been watching all our videos. I spoke to him the other day, Wayne from Coventry. So there you go, Wayne. You asked for a shout out. There's your shout out. So
Go on, Wayne.
there you go. Give you a kiss.
Yeah, go on.
Give it a kiss.
Nicely done, boy.
Well done.
And the cat got in as well.
Oh, we've got a cat.
Right.
I've got a fish on the lips.